I saw Arsenal leaving last night. Didn't look very happy. I don't know why that was. Why is that? Why is that? What happened yesterday? 8-2. Okay. Wow. But after race, I normally just like chilling out. It's such a strange feeling after a race, especially after a good race, because you feel like you're going to go out and go crazy and party, but you don't, because it's such a come down, if you like. You know, the race is such a high, all the adrenaline, and suddenly you have this massive come down. So most of the time you just go to bed early. Quite boring, really. But I remember Monaco 2009, winning there. That was basically 2 days of partying. I regretted it after, but yeah, there's certain races you really have to enjoy, because in Formula One these days it's so competitive. You know, having a teammate like Lewis, you know, who's so competitive. Yeah, it's big for this. But also having, you know, so many world champions in the sport and so many good teams to win a race, it's so difficult. So when you win, you've really got to enjoy yourself, and you should never take it for granted.
Right, next question. What is your favourite circuit and why, Jenson? What is the favourite circuit you run, apart from Manchester?
Yeah, favourite circuit, Silverstone's pretty special. The support we get there, whether we're you know, in a quick car or a slow car, you know, the support is amazing, and this year was phenomenal. So Silverstone for the atmosphere and everything is great. Other circuits I love Spa. You know, it's a great venue, and you know, the great thing is a lot of Brits came over for the race because it's quite close. And I also like Suzuka. I got many reasons for liking Suzuka. One, because my girlfriend's Japanese. Also, I used to race for a Japanese team for many years. But it's also such a phenomenal place to race. It's unforgiving, and that's why I love it. And obviously Monaco. Monaco's crazy. You're racing around the streets. It's like 24 cars driving down the street here. It's just madness, really. And hopefully one day we'll do that.
Yeah!
Manchester have been kind enough to let us do this today, so maybe they'll realise by how many fans are here that we need a Grand Prix here. What do you reckon?
Yeah! I just want to talk about Silverstone because something scared the corner of my eye. The Vodafone VIP camper van is back.
Yes.
Now, you drove that to Silverstone last year with Lewis, didn't you?
We did. We tried to get it to, obviously, the speed limit of 70 miles an hour. And in doing so, it created an oil leak and started throwing smoke out the back. So we had to pull over and get it serviced before we finished our journey. But yeah, I love camper vans. I've got one myself, which is very similar to that. So yeah, I love my camper vans.
Yeah, right, next question. What is the fastest time you have ever driven? What's the fastest you've ever driven? I suppose speed-wise.
Speed?
Yeah.
About 230 miles an hour, 225, 230, in an F1 car at Monza. So that's what we're looking for next weekend, you know, high speed. I love the high speed. Oh, win, obviously, yeah. There's no doubt, but, you know, the high speed there is phenomenal. You can't really feel it, you know, how quick you're going until something happens, you know, you hit something. That's when it hurts, and you realise the speed you're doing. But these things are phenomenal. I mean, the straight line speed performance is great, but it's more the way that it corners in a high-speed corner. And obviously we don't have that here, but like Eau Rouge at Spa, you know, the speed we go through there, we're pulling 5G, lateral G, and it's just amazing. You know, you just chuckle to yourself the whole time. Which is quite funny because this guy's actual nickname is Chuckles. So it fits in quite well.
Thank you, mate. Right. No, I won't embarrass it. No, anyway, I've got one more question. A lot of people have asked this today for some reason. Do you like cooking? And what's your favourite food?
I like cooking.
Yeah. I know Manchester is a bit of a foodie culture as well, because it's about 4 or 5 people have asked me to ask you the question today. Do you like cooking and what's your favourite food? I don't know.
Well, I was tweeting last week. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, but I was tweeting. Wow, okay. I was tweeting last week at the factory. I don't know if you saw at the MTC, and I was asking what people wanted to see at the factory, and we had 3 things that people came back with. What the most wanted, you know, they wanted to see were Ron's office, Ron Dennis, which I was actually in, but I wasn't brave enough to pull the camera out. The other one was the simulator, and the third one was the toilet. What's that all about? And cooking's almost as bad as that.
I don't know, I'm just asking the question.
I'm not a great chef. I mean, I can rustle up a spaghetti bolognese. I'm actually very good at making spaghetti bolognese or chili. My freezer is full of chili, basically, because that's the only thing I can do. And I do it all fresh as well, so, you know.
Not microwave?
No microwave. I don't have a microwave. But for me, my favourite food is Japanese food. And, you know, it's not just sushi, it's not just the posh version of Japanese food. It's the noodles and it's the soups and that sort of stuff. And that's also a good diet for me when I'm racing, because it keeps my weight down. Because I'm quite tall, I've got to be light. You guys, for some reason, keep building a car that's really heavy. So I'm like, I'm not able to eat or anything or drink before a race.
Right, now, Monza, next race. I can't believe it, last European race in 2 weeks' time, and then we go into 6 flyways. What are the races that you're looking forward to the most out of the remainder we've got to go?
Monza, because it's next, you know. I think this weekend as a team, it was a tough weekend, but we had a great car this weekend. We had such a good chance of winning, and in qualifying, Q1, I was a second quicker than anyone, and we were so excited, and then it all just went a bit downhill after that. Misunderstanding with my engineer, but it happens. I mean, I think we made up for it yesterday, but we should be winning, man. We're so quick at the moment, and we will win in Monza, so it's all or nothing.
Well, we want to see certainly yourself and Lewis up there on the podium as well. I want just to say thank you, Jenson, for being here, and also thanks to Vodafone and Vodafone VIP for putting on, I think, I hope you agree, has been a fantastic experience here today. Jenson, I know you want to say thanks to Vodafone again and everybody that's being here. So,
yeah, finally, obviously, big thank you to Vodafone. As you can say, it's everywhere around the city right now. So thank you to them for inviting me to come along to try and please the crowd. And I want to say thank you to you lot as well for coming out and making this such a special event. So speak out for Manchester.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise the roof again for world champion Jenson Button.
Yeah! Wow, fantastic everybody. Please give us a round of applause for Mark Norris as well. Great job.